Coming soon. If you thought Gary Busey was crazy, get a load of this. It's the Smash new reality TV show from Donald Trump and Newt Gingrich.
We're going to be picking 10 young, wonderful children, and we're going to make them apprenti.
The Apprenti. Two rich entitled douchebags passing judgment on the world.
Really poor children in really poor neighborhoods have no habits of working.
Watch as Newt and the Donald decided to get these kids working on TV. The show starts with a simple premise.
What if they cleaned out the bathrooms, and what if they mopped the floors?
Viewers will delight as poor children scrub toilets. And what's in it for the kids? Plenty. Here's the grand prize they'll be competing for.
They didn't have to become a pimp or a prostitute or a drug dealer.
It's just too good to be true. And if it sounds too good to you, tune in to Newt and the Donalds, the Apprenti. It's a crappy job, and somebody else has to do it.
We're going to have a little fun with it.
Only on the Ion Network.
Money can drive some people
So fascinating. Oh, my God, this game show thing. I got to say, I've never seen anything quite like it in my life. The battle for the Republican nomination. It is it has to be called a game show. I was going back and forth. Do we call it a reality show? Do we call it a game show? It can't be a reality show because the Housewives of Beverly Hills never took us to war. Okay? Seriously. And no matter what the hell goes on Jersey Shore, I have never, ever, ever seen Snooki boo a U.S. soldier serving in a combat zone because he was gay. Do you know what I'm saying? So it can't be a reality show because reality shows are harmless next to what these guys are doing. This is some really twisted freaking game show. And it's turning into the world's tackiest game show in the history of game shows. It's worse than the Newlywed Game. It's like did you see yesterday Newt standing there in front of Donald Trump? And Donald Trump as the kingmaker standing behind him like he has stood behind Miss USA with her naked pictures. Do you know what I mean? It looked like one of those I Am a Whore conferences that Donald Trump is so famous for having. It was an amazing thing. Newt got to be, the thing, the W word. He just stood there. He couldn't look any dumber. He couldn't look any tackier. He couldn't look any sleazier or ridiculous than he did posing with Donald Trump. I mean, think about it. Game show hosts. Do you think that he would have looked stupider if he was standing there with, it couldn't have, with Howie Mandel? No. Howie Mandel would never touch Newt because he doesn't touch people. Pee Wee Herman, he couldn't look more ridiculous standing there than he did with Donald Trump. I just stand there and every single time you think this party can't go any nuttier, any crappier, bat crap crazier. They do. They do. It's so interesting. Now, I'll say a reality show, the contestants are crazy. I mean, they say things to appeal to producers. I know this. This is what Jessica does. She's a producer on a reality show. I understand that. But the Republican debates, they don't say crazy things to appeal to producers. They don't say crazy things to appeal to, an audience. They say crazy things to appeal to the base. This is the base of their party that wants this crazy stuff.